So this strawberry has not performed very well at all this year, and I think it's because I allowed a blackberry in there. It's probably taking all the energy, so that can come out. Things will need repotting. I've done a few bits, but nothing major. And I have had a bit of a disaster. So this is being eaten alive by little weevils. You may be able to see them if I... Those little black dots, they're little weevils. They've decimated my, I believe, they were parsnips. But I'm going to clear all this out today. And my peas were stunted by the heat, lack of water. Oh dear. Lemon balm. Tomatoes are doing well, but they will need airing out underneath. I don't care what people say about, cutting the leaves. I've always done better by cutting the leaves. That's going to be the red sunflower. Raspberries are doing great. There's a rhubarb in there. New rosemary, because that little fella there, I think he's root tied to this. He hasn't grown in 3 years to this lavender. So I bought a new one. Mustard has gone to, well, let's just say I don't think it cuts the mustard. Carrot's doing okay. And then we have this very overgrown wildlife pond. Let's give that a bit of a trim. This elder in the corner and junk. Oop, tripping over how many wood pile. This is all a mess. All needs sorting out. I think the strawberries are done now this year. And these fellows need planting. And these need planting. Got my first radish. Okay, so I had these to plant out, which the cat knocked over. Didn't use mittens. Right. This is how far I've got so far. Trimmed them up, tried to tidy up, planted a couple. Got a few more to go if I can just try and save these peas. I grew these wildflowers from seed. I wanted a bit of a border, and some made it and some didn't. I should have mulched earlier. But yeah, quite pretty. These are self-seeded, turned out to be a Chinese medicinal herb. Just left them around. But yeah. So I have applied the product and quite liberally. Not taking any chances. Let's give peas a chance instead, eh? And this, I was out of chili powder, so I thought some spicy curry powder would just maybe deter those beetles a bit. As I say, it is a natural garden as much as possible. I did have to resort to the slope pellets. A fine specimen of a dandelion, I believe. Hasn't flowered yet, and I was hoping that it would become a kind of sacrificial crop. But no. So anyway, let's hope that they rejuvenate. And I'm just going to prop up any that are falling and try and give them a bit of a chance and tell them to grow up. Grow up, peas. I cleared out most of the weeds at the back there, give that lots of air, and on to the next job I started, but I forgot to start filming. So this is, or was, my creeping thyme. I think it got suffocated by this mullen. Impressive stem. So I'm clearing out some of the ground, and then this was my garden rocket, and I had to wait for it to go to seed because it's rocket style. So I am going to basically crush this by hand, let all the seeds fall and remove whatever's left. So inside here are tiny seeds. And I'm literally just gonna break each one and remove what's left. Something's crawling on my back. Get off. There's a good one. Okay, so I actually have quite a lot of space there now. I think that's dead already. But my oregano's alive. I killed the blackberry. I'll have that out as well. We're getting there. Okay, so I've neatened that up, and now my next job is to chop all this stuff up and put it in this bucket. Okay, so what I've done is I've put all those leaves in this bucket with some water and any failed pots and leftover mud. Just put that on top and I'll leave that for a couple of weeks. Okay, so all I've done here is put these leaves in this bucket with some water. Okay, so all I've done here is put these leaves in a bucket with some water, and then any failed pots I've put those on top. Yeah, might just leave that. I'm not too keen on tomatoes anyway. I've been distracted. Yum. Absolutely delicious. Sometimes I have these tiny little yellow bugs on them. Get off. I would say, normally, just give them a blow, but that one knew that this was a good raspberry. This one likes to be different. There's those little yellow bugs. Hi, Smittens. Hello. You alright? You gonna say hello? Hello. Okay, so I had one the other day. It's kind of like lemonade. It's weird. It's very strange, that white flavour. It's not bad. Look at this one. Who are you? I see ya. Can't hide. What have you done to my raspberry? This was like stuck on with some webbing. Coriander holding in at the back. Planted that. Don't even like it. Disgusting. Rosemary. Dealt with the mustard. I've basically made a little compost and finally got some chilies. I've actually had 3 lots of chilies come up and go away. So these 3 are like good, the bad and the ugly. Well, there's 4 now. Okay. I've had a bit of a tidy up, move around, and the last job of today is planting these radishes. 2 down, 20 to go. Just a recap of today, I didn't clear this, but I did water my garden and clear this. I stuck a pea in there, and some other peas in there as well. Compost pile, watered everything, including the grass. It was over there. That's all done. That's all put to there. Watered these. Watered those. Refilled that. Put the lid on. This is grain, by the way. It's my 16-year-old son's pet rock. There's the radishes. If they live, they live. If they die, they die. He's having babies. And yeah, change the water in the fish pond as well.